Happy Friday. Hope you're having a phenomenal week. Jeff Smith, Tiger Home Loans, checking in with a Friday rates update. And finally, we've had a good week in mortgage rates. So last Thursday, we had one of the biggest single day improvements in mortgage rates that I can recall. Rates came down almost 0.5% on Thursday alone. The reason for that is we had inflation numbers that came out for November that were lower than expected. So inflation is the biggest driver of mortgage rates. And as inflation comes down, we can expect mortgage rates to come down with it. I read this article this week, really interesting article that looked back over the last 40 years. Every time we've been in a rising rate cycle where the Fed has been hiking short-term rates, longer-term rates like mortgage rates have peaked shortly before the Fed stopped hiking rates. And so the Fed is starting to pull back on their rate hikes, and they're still kind of talking tough that they're going to continue hiking, but they've reduced their December projection from 0.75% to 0.5% for that rate hike. And then they're not being specific about what they may or may not do next year. But if they're starting to pull back on rate hikes, this would be consistent with mortgage rates having peaked and starting to come down based on the last 40 years of history. So I'm expecting mortgage rates to be better first quarter of 2023. Hope you and your families have an amazing weekend.